What is up, you guys? This is HJJ Halloween, and today I am back with an interesting video, kind of a different video, but as I'm doing these daily uploads, I definitely want to try to try out new things, talk about some previous years at Spirit, do some theme analysis, all that kind of good stuff. And so for today's video, I want to dive into why 2020 Spirit Halloween absolutely sucked. I truly believe that this is the worst year that we have seen in Spirit Halloween's history. I was going to say recent history, but honestly, I would say even back to 2010. 2020 was truly an absolutely garbage year, and I want to dive into why I think that it was like that. So the first primary issue that I think really ruined this year for me was the themes. The themes were honestly just complete trash. And I know some of you guys might agree with me, but the truth is that obviously they were still, kind of interesting in their own right, but compared to what Spirit Halloween standard is usually set at, these were really kind of a miss. You had that front theme, which was Reaper's Island, which had the skull entrance in the front. The only cool thing about it was that it did have this kind of like hallway with fire around it. That was unique and different. But other than that, it wasn't anything that crazy interesting or different. It was pretty boring. It was just these like bamboo shacks, and it just didn't really look good with the props in it. The colors clashed, and all in all, it just didn't feel very Halloween-like. I felt a similar issue with the year 2019 with the ship and the boat dock. Those also didn't feel very Halloween and didn't feel very much like they matched the props either, but at least they had some character to them. At least they were interesting to look at. They were different. They were very well designed, whereas these just felt like really any of us could have easily drawn them out in a day. So basic with the little bungalow things, and it just wasn't at all pleasing to look at. Even if it, was a Reaper's Island, they could have done something better with this. Now, I will say I was really happy to see that they came back in 2021 with the factories, because those I thought were amazing themes. But, you really just can't save the props when the theme is really, really bad. And on that note, I will say that the lineup of props from 2020 was truly one of the saddest that we have received. We had Angeline, who looked really goofy in person with the way that her mouth moved, like a little baby doll thing. And then we also had Ellie Hatchet, also very goofy looking, just really cheaply made. Then we had this thing, I don't even remember what this thing was called, which pretty much sums it up. Very boring. Then we also had Mommy's Favorite, which was just a weird attempt at a creepy doll prop, also way too expensive for how basic. Nightcrawler I thought was cool in theory, but it was executed very weird. It had a very odd shaped design. This, Punctured Pete, very boring, very basic. Then we also had Uncle Charlie, which I kind of thought was a bit underwhelming. It definitely wasn't as cool as the original Uncle Charlie. And then how could we forget the magnum opus of absolutely terrible props, which was Johnny Punk. So this season, we really did get some of the absolute worst props we've ever seen. And when you have a lineup that has so many duds, so many misses, it's really, really hard to come back from that, especially when the themes are just not even feeling great at all. So I would say the only thing that we got out of this lineup that was any halfway decent was obviously the Harvester of Souls, which was awesome, and Peekaboo Clown, Jack in the Box Clown, but other than that, it was very, very lacking on props. Now, in their defense, they were also dealing with the panorama. I mean, obviously, at the time, 2020 was the year that this all went to shit. So one of the major things that the panorama caused was the fact that they had to take out the walkthrough element of the back theme so that it wouldn't put people as close to each other. So this was definitely something that was going to make the year a little bit less interesting, because the back theme really just ended up being a compartment, two-dimensional theme, which they really haven't done it in a long time, especially when you only have two themes to carry the store like they've been doing for years and years now. If you don't have that walk-in component, it was very disappointing, and it could have been cool to have that volcano element. So they were dealing with that. I think there was also some supply chain issues, which is why a lot of the stores were very low on stock, which honestly is still happening to this day. But yeah, even though I would say they were dealing with that and that was why they had to get rid of this element of the back theme, I don't even think that having that could have saved this year. I really think that the Reaper's Island thing was just such a miss. It really just didn't look good. It looked very tacky. I remember when I first saw these pictures, I actually thought that this was a joke. Because it really just does not look good. I mean, even in this picture. But anyways, you guys, please let me know your thoughts in the comments about Spirit Halloween 2020. Do you guys think I was being a little bit too harsh? Do you think that I'm right? What do you think they could have done to make this year a little bit better? And yeah, just let me know your guys' thoughts. But luckily, I definitely feel like Spirit Halloween 2021 was a big step in the right direction. I think that it was a great lineup and great theming. And so, yeah, I do definitely hope that they will continue this upward trend into 2022 because I definitely liked 2021. So we will only be able to wait and see. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Give this video a like if you did enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe for my daily uploads this summer, and I'll see you guys in the next one.